What's up guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Like always, I am your favorite Liberian boy Phizzle. In today's video, we dive into a compelling and untold story of artists in Liberia. Liberian artists are redefining what it means to pursue a passion for art in a rapidly changing landscape. Get ready to be inspired by their resilience, creativity, and unwavering spirit. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, I've always been somebody who loved art growing up. I even used to sketch myself and took part in multiple competitions, which of course I won or took second place. So I was sort of, a good artist. But I've always been curious, you understand, what if I took that career path serious? What are the benefits of it? Is it profitable? Do artists make money in Liberia from paintings and stuff? And what are the struggles of artists in Liberia? Because everywhere you pass in Liberia, you are going to see art paintings somewhere on the side of the road or on the streets of Liberia. And I've always been curious, to understand these guys, do they actually sell these paintings? Or is it like a bad business? Do they just paint because, it's a hobby? Or I've always been curious to know what exactly it would have been if I took painting or arts and craft serious at a young age or into my adulthood. What would have been the outcome? So I'm going to be interviewing a couple of artists. They're coming shortly. Right here, we are at Nyamee's Creative Studio, to be more precise. This is a free space for, any creative. You don't only have to be an artist alone. You could be a graphic designer. You could be somebody who loves yoga. You could be somebody who loves playing chess. You could be somebody who likes playing checkers or Ludo. You understand? This is a safe space for people, young individuals, not just young individuals, families. They have sip and paint here sometimes. They have swirl and paint. They have different games here during the week. I just thought that we should use this to interview the artists. And most of them work here, so it's a win-win for me. And we're going to be interviewing them, asking them questions like, what are the struggles artists face in Liberia? Is this business a profitable business? What opportunities do they wish they had in Liberia? Let's get right into the video.
Hello everyone, I'm Felix Jr. and I'm a self-taught pencil artist.
What is your inspiration or has inspired you on this journey?
Well, my inspiration has been drawn from many works of art, and based on that, it has inspired me over a period of time. There have been a lot of artists too that have been inspired by in and out of Liberia, one of which is Dala, one of Liberia's good pencil artists, and I admire him a lot, and because of that, he has inspired me to push with my artwork. As for outside, I have been inspired by many other artists around the world when it comes to hyper-realism art, and that has pushed me to do the best I can in art. For example, I have one of my inspirations is from Kelvin Okafor, now known as the GOAT in pencil art, as the world refers to him. And there are many others from different parts of the world, like Iraq and many others, like Hassan. He's also good with the pencil. Dirk, charcoal artists, all of those guys, I have learned a lot from them over the period of time, just looking at their work, and it has inspired me a lot.
Where were you born?
I was born in Liberia, Monrovia County.
What are some of the challenges pencil artists face in Liberia?
As a pencil artist, we face a lot of challenges, one of which is getting access to quality art materials in Liberia. Getting access to those materials is not an easy thing, especially looking at our surroundings and looking at how neighboring countries are able to access the materials. It's not that within Liberia, and because of that, it has become a hindrance or an obstacle for many artists or youth who are thinking about developing their skills in art, especially the pencil medium, to be able to do that. It has been one of the main difficulties, and because of that, most youth have communicated with, we have talked. They have mentioned that because of that, it has discouraged them over a period of time and has led them to doing something else. Yes, so that's one of the main challenges that we face as artists in Liberia.
When did you start drawing and sketching?
I started drawing at an early age, about 6 years. I picked up the pencil, and since then, I started doing sketches. And with that, I just fell in love with the pencil. over a period of time, little by little, with the years going back, I tried developing my skills, and here I am right now as an artist.
Why did you decide to take art as a profession?
Well, as a profession, it's more than what people think of today, right? It's something that I'm passionate about, and I feel that it's something that's gonna push me out there. It's something that's gonna show to the world, not just in Liberia, that yes, art has a valuable space in the world, right? And I think that can give people the space to see that yes, art needs to have a value in Liberia. We need to place, art needs to have a space in Liberia. And that's one of my goals, right? To work along with other artists and see how best we can create that space in Liberia. Therefore, showcasing our work out there through the real means of art that we produce. It might be exhibition work, it might be doing commission work, or whatsoever way that we do it. It's just to develop our skills and do our best to show the world what we have so that people can appreciate what we do.
Okay. Is it a profitable profession?
Well, for art being profitable, well, I wouldn't have much of an idea on that because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm mostly focused on exhibition work. And there are other artists who are like doing that and they are making money out of it. Yeah, even though it might not be much, but I can say yes, it is, because at first I started doing commission work, but later I kind of like paused and started focusing on self-growth, doing more of commission work and other things. So definitely I would say yes, it is.
How do you see the arts and craft industry in Liberia?
Well, the art and craft industry in Liberia is not yet at its peak, right? We still need more collaborations, artists coming together to work to build this industry. And that's the only way it's gonna work, because the people out there, especially Liberians, need to see that yes, art has a value. It doesn't just need to have a value in Liberia, but also in the world at large. And we Liberians, our talent needs to be seen out there too. And it cannot be done by just one person. We have to work together to be able to accomplish that. And so that's why we do our best to build up our skills, work on our craft, so that Liberians out there, when they see it, people can be able to show that appreciation and look for ways in which they can be able to reward us, and that show that yes, we can be able to build that industry in time to come.
What kind of opportunities do you wish a person doing art should have in Liberia?
We as Liberians, especially for us artists, right now we don't have much opportunity when it comes to art, right? And because of that, it put a limit on us at a certain point. So once we have the opportunities like having an art gallery where we go and showcase our work, it put it out there, like I mentioned earlier. It built that space for us to showcase our work, and then so that people out there can be able to see it. Therefore, showing that yes, there is talent in Liberia. So collaboration, sponsors, building galleries, doing all that, Liberians can come together to push our talent out there. Those are opportunities that we artists look forward to having in the future.
A message for a young person who is trying to be like you or is inspired by what you are doing.
One of my favorite quotes from Denzel Washington states, "Without commitment, you will never start, and without consistency, you will never finish." So to those young ones out there, especially for my colleagues who are still trying to get better with art, I would like to encourage you, just to let you know that it's not going to be easy, especially in Liberia, right? Once you want to push out your talent out there, it's not going to be easy. You'll face challenges, you'll face obstacles. Like I mentioned, one would be getting access to quality materials, because we really need that. But we don't want to allow those things to discourage us. Once you are committed to what you want to do and you keep doing it regularly, you're going to get there. Definitely you're going to get there. So we all just have to keep fighting, doing our best we can, keep striving, keep working, fall down 7, get up 8, and most definitely the time will come you're going to be seen out there.
Okay, thank you for being on the channel.
And thanks for having me.
My name is Shah M. Sonkade Jr. My artist name Nuchi Art. I am a local artist. I do fan art and graffiti.
What is your inspiration, or what has inspired you on this journey?
What inspired me on this journey, it first started when I got injured from the feet, because I had a dream of becoming a football player. But all of a sudden, I got wounded by my kneecap. So that's why I decided to put my artwork into practice. As I put my artwork into practice, when I look at other artists' work, I got inspired, it motivated me, and also my surrounding and my experience, how I feel. That's why make me create the passion for it.
Where were you born?
I was born in Liberia.
What part of Liberia?
I was born in Monrovia County.
What are some of the challenges painting artists face in Liberia?
Some of the challenges that painting artists face in Liberia: finding buyers for their artwork. They find it so tough to meet their right audience, to find somebody who will be interested in the work, because there is no gallery. And you found along the road a whole lot of street artists who just take their artwork and put it side the road, and by right, it's not professional. It shows the artists no value in their craft, but they have no option but to place it side the road to make a living from their craft, because people don't pay much attention to art. And art, we African, is our unique culture. And how can we tell the world that we are unique? It's true art. Art make play beautiful.
When did you start drawing and painting?
I started drawing when I was a kid, but I was not consistent on it because that time I was into football. I only used to draw once in a while. When I go to school, when I come home, my mom will look in my book. For every page she turned in my book, she could see drawing. That's how she taught on sending me to my uncle. My uncle only brushed me up and gave me a few tips, like what he told me that I cannot forget. Draw what you see and what you think. The lead never come. So as time go by, I got injured on the field. That's how I started putting my art into practice. I've been consistent on it, but that time I was doing pencil drawing. I did it step by step. I did a pencil drawing. From there, I went to the color pencil. So it was just last year when I started the painting drawing.
Why did you decide to take art as a profession?
Why did I decide to take art as my profession? It started with the love, the passion that I was having for it. As time go back, I got addicted to art. So every time I do art, I feel pleased.
Is it a profitable business?
Sure, it is a profitable business because art is priceless. It had no price control. Because when I first started it, I used to do free work for people. But as time go by, I started handling one or two.
How do you see the arts and craft industry in Liberia?
It is so painful to say that the art and craft industry in Liberia is not well established. It's just few group of professionals who put themselves together and do their own things. Because you look at Liberia, we don't have a well established industry. That's make it not supportive. And art make we African unique. It's our unique culture. It's something that we tell our traditional feelings. And how can we tell the world that we are unique? It's true art. But yeah, people don't pay attention to it. And art make place beautiful because the world without art is just everything you do is require art.
What kind of opportunities do you wish a person doing art should have in Liberia?
The kind of opportunity that I wish a person doing art in Liberia should have, there should be a calling on for art fair, exhibition, competition, and artist talk, and being an artist resident. And people coming, bringing galleries that artists will be able to carry their work and showcase their talent. Because you look at opportunity is the backbone of an artist. If you'll be a successful artist, you gotta have the opportunity.
A message for the young ones out there that are trying to be like you or that are inspired to be like you.
A message for the young ones out there who are trying to be like me. Firstly, I would like to tell you that put God first in everything you do. Believe in Him, have faith in Him, be patient and be humble, be consistent, and just trust the process.
Thank you for being on the channel.
Thank you too for having me on your channel.
Hello sir, what is your name and what do you do as an artist?
My name is Gerald Panda.
What do you do as an artist?
I explore,
Meaning?
like no limits. I like just create anything.
Oh, okay. What is your inspiration or what has inspired you on this journey?
I feel like personally, what inspired me most is the 7 years old me in me.
So the 7 years old in you wanted to draw?
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much.
Are you a Liberian? Where were you born?
I'm a Liberian Sierra Leonean. My mother from here, my dad from Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And I was born in Sierra Leone. Partially raised here and raised there.
What are some of the challenges you face as an artist in Liberia?
I feel like there is no art gallery in the country.
Okay.
Like which attract more tourists to buy and support our artwork. So I feel like that is.
When did you start sketching, drawing, or painting?
I started sketching since I was 7, 2006.
Why did you decide to choose this profession as an artist?
This is a very tough question. I decided because notice one thing in mathematics, 1 plus 1 is 2, right?
Yeah.
But in arithmetics, 1 plus 1 I can tell is 99. We have more chance to explore.
Okay, all right. Now, this profession, is it a profitable profession?
At times it is, at times it's not, because most of the time I personally use my own money and gamble it.
Okay.
Yeah, buy art supplies and laser paints, use my own time, gamble my time. At times it pay off, at times it doesn't pay off.
How do you see the arts and craft industry in Liberia?
I feel like we're trying, because where we was 5 years or 10 years back, it's much more better, and there is much more, what I can say,
Awareness?
kind of.
Okay. What are the opportunities you wish a person doing art in Liberia should have?
There we go against the same question. I feel like we need art galleries, and personally, we can help ourselves. Yeah, but gallery.
When you say we, do you mean we as artists in Liberia or we as Liberians?
We as artists in Liberia, because we're talking about artists and paintings.
All right, now this is the last question. A message for a young person who is inspired to be like you or who wants to be like you?
Believe in your guts, trust your instincts, be true to yourself. Okay. Nobody can save you unless you save yourself.
So thank you for being on the channel.
We appreciate it.
Okay guys, we are back and I'm opportune to be with one of the co-founders of Nyamee's Creative Studio. Like I said, Nyamee's Creative Studio is located Dominion Church, opposite Dominion Church, the multi-purpose building on, is it the second or the first floor? The first floor.
First floor.
Okay.
Ground floor, first floor. It depends how you do your counting.
Exactly. So it's on the first floor. Do you understand? Now, Nyamee's Creative Studio is a safe haven for creatives all over Liberia. Apart from creative, it's a place to bring the family, it's a place to bring the loved ones. And you know, I've even seen them shooting music videos here before. I think one of Bucky Raw's video was shot here. You understand? So people can literally rent the space, you know, to do their own thing.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So I'll let him introduce himself and then we'll get right into the questions. So please introduce yourself for my audience.
Sure. Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel Guemi and I'm one of the co-founders of Nyamee Creative Art Studio, and I consider myself a creative entrepreneur.
Okay.
That's the thing. And also the global health professional as well. So it's great to be here.
Okay, so straight into the questions, right?
Yeah.
I've interviewed 3 artists, actually a lot of artists, but the ones that we're interviewing on this video have been 3 artists. And most of the time when I ask artists in Liberia, you know, what are their struggles like, there are 2 things that, you know, they mention. It's either they mention material, like art supplies, you know, they don't have art supplies, you know, that meets international standards here. And even when they do have it here, it costs an arm and a leg. And then the second one is they are advocating for an art gallery. So in your scenario, you own something, not an art gallery, but closer to an art gallery. What are the struggles of artists that you've dealt with here in Liberia?
Well, thank you for that question. I mean, you know, basically before even going into your question, I would definitely just try to reflect on some of the challenges that exist. You know, we realize the lack of accessible and safe spaces in Liberia where emerging artists or artists in general, or everyone can just go to really unleash their creativity and really explore their inner artistic talent. Those places really don't exist, or there are very few in Liberia, right? So we decided to really have Nyamee Creative Art Studio where not only people can come with their families and lovers and to do sip and paint and immerse themselves in creative art or artwork or painting, but also to create like a hub for artists where they can really come in to meet other artists or meet other creatives in general. And network. Absolutely. And be able to really have this safe space that they can really sharpen their talents and unleash their creativity and things. So that's the essence behind this space, to really provide that space where we can be able to relate with our community, explore storytelling through art, and also really share our culture as well, because we can share our culture through art as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, I share that challenge with artists when they say there are no spaces and no gallery to be able to sort of exhibit their work or showcase their talent. And this is why Nyamee is here. It's a starting point where we're trying to really harness the transformative power of art and artists. Which they are often overlooked in the community or in the country. And oftentimes artists just feel like having maybe few canvases that they paint on along the roadside, it means they are accomplished artists. I mean, not to say that that's a bad thing, but like just really being able to add value to the creative economy is very essential, and this is so trying to really contribute in our own way in addressing some of those issues. Some of the reasons why we created Art Studio.
So basically, you are solving some of the problems that artists in Liberia face by creating a safe space for them, which is Nyamee Creative Studio. And it's a journey, right? It's a journey. So we first start by creating a safe space, but also explore to have different exhibition, have different artists in residence who can really be able to challenge the status quo and talk about issues through their unique talents. But also really nurture artistic talents, like being a society where artists are not respected. And I'm speaking about artists in general, right? This is like a creative hub which really encompasses like bringing artists from like a visual artist, musician, and what have you. It's like a bigger dream. So it's not limited to only painting or sketching?
It's not limited to that. It's way bigger than that. Yes.
All right. So you've been operating this place for how long?
We are gradually going to 1 year now in operation.
But you've been a lover of art for a very long time.
Yes.
So how would you classify or view the art industry in Liberia? How do you see it? Do you think it's at its lowest, or do you think that it's better from what it was before?
I think it is struggling, clearly. Struggling in the sense that that does not mean they are not talented and amazing artists that exist, but just like the investment in the arts, people don't pay attention to these sort of things. Come to think about being your household and someone asks you and say, what do? You say, well, I'm an artist, or I do painting and things. They will just look at you as a joke. So I think it's we are at a crossroad where we really need to amplify and put sort of spotlight on the unique talent that exists in this, but also think about a unique way to monetize it, because it's a huge economy that we are missing out on.
It is.
Like, it has a lot of money. So I wouldn't say it is at its lowest, but I would say that it needs much more visibility out there, and that's why we are here to amplify the work of very talented artists out there on how to really add value to their work, and also to be able to make a living from their work as well.
That was the next question I was actually about to ask you. Do you think art is profitable as a profession?
Absolutely.
Okay. I know you will literally tell me about it being profitable in
other places,
another
right?
So in Liberia, for Liberians, or for a young child who is inspired to be an artist, it could be painting, it could be sketching, it could be graffiti. It could be painting on the shirts. Do you think it's profitable in Liberia?
Right. I think it is. If you look at art artistically, I mean like holistically, if you don't want to just limit it into monetary like profits, like just like the general benefit that it brings to society. Art is used in activism, in advocacy. It is very essential in promoting mental health.
Even tourism.
Yes, tourism as well.
Because people get souvenirs. And to take back home, t-shirts, beads and stuff.
Right, and it's great in really documenting history and really preserving history and things. So there are a lot of profits that come with the art industry, and aside from the monetary aspect. But also when it comes to money, I think it does. Like if you add value on the work that you do, clearly it will make money. So I think we haven't been able to really add much more value on the work that we do, or recognize the talent that exists in the artistic industry, and so it's about adding value. So I know that it can be very much profitable. For instance, an artist somewhere in a corner, how much they will say their artwork for will be different from an artist, not like they are completely different in terms of talent, but might be different from an artist who will target different markets. Like if you go to Up Mama Point, for instance, and other places.
Yeah, those guys are pricier.
So many different artwork, right? So, and sometimes you probably will find some of those pieces either with the same quality or even much better other places that are way cheaper, but it's about the value that you add. So I know people make money from it, and I know people take souvenirs from Liberia all the time. People decorate their homes, and also people want to make a living out of it. So if you are a talented person and you can teach and provide the skills, like you can definitely make money out of it. And having this space, and it's quite unique where if you try to add value, many times people will say, "Yee, what's that? That's too expensive."
Exactly.
But,
like what's so much?
What's so much?
You know?
Right? But I would just say it's part of adding value, and and I'm speaking directly to all of the artists that exist there, out there. If you have a work that you're doing, don't be deterred by what people say. I mean, those should be actually motivating factors for you to be able to really add value to your work. Because if you limit yourself to just say, "Oh, okay, I'm painting this portrait of this person, and today your birthday, it's a gift for you," and then maybe they give you some sort of pocket change, or someone says, "Oh, my birthday coming, you able to draw me and my husband," or something, you know? But so adding value is very essential. So I think that's why this space is for, not particularly for us to make money, but it's not a bad thing. It would make money. But
I mean, you got to keep the utility running, the electricity and maintenance.
But really also trying to be that resource center where people, artists and emerging artists, can have access to resources to be able to understand how do I add value to my work, how do I really make money and make a living from this. It's very essential.
Okay.
In what we do,
Let me just say this. When he says this place is a safe space for creative and stuff, he actually means that even if you don't have the material to start painting, you can come here. He will provide you with it. You understand, and you can develop your skills in whatsoever you're doing as an artist or as a creative. You understand? Apart from painting and stuff, I think you guys do candle making.
Yes,
and some other things.
Yes, we do. We do our regular sip and paint, where this space will really encourage you to unleash your inner artistic talent. So we feel like everyone is an artist in this space. So we do sip and paint. We encourage different sort of paintings here. We have abstract painting. If you see our machine, we have Sword and Splash, where it's very unique. It's a unique machine, very customized, that you can create like an abstract painting as well. We do candle making sessions and here. So if you really want to, looking for a space where you do it yourself, but having like an art instructor or someone to guide you while you do it yourself, this is the right place. And it's, as I told you, this space is way bigger than just painting and other things. So we intend to even have, say, programs that sort of encourage the arts in general. So performing art, teaching our culture through art, and also having artists in residence, and dance classes very soon be on the lookout, and other very unique, probably people will be coming here to learn how to play the drum, like traditional drum. Very soon, maybe you can come and learn how to play salsa and other things. So just promoting our cultural heritage here
in every way possible.
Right.
All right. So if you are looking for Nyamee Creative Studio, like I said, it's located Congo Town, opposite the Dominion Church, the multi-purpose building, first floor.
Yes.
You understand? When are you guys open?
We are open. So these days we try to tailor it to do walk-in session from 5 p.m. to sort of 8:30. But during the day, from 10 a.m. to sometimes 8 p.m. depending the vibe, we are usually open. But oftentimes we encourage if you want to use the space ahead of time and to like just use the space in general, you can reach out to RSVP, because sometimes there are other people who might have events and wanting to use the space. So we encourage people to always reach out and follow us on Instagram or on social media.
Yeah, I'm gonna put their
well.
Instagram and social media handles right here, so you can see it and follow them.
Yes.
And also use it to book an appointment if you want to use the space yourself.
Yeah, it's a cool space. Oftentimes we really encourage on a Friday. We do happy hour after work. Sometimes we have board games here. If you are a lover of Uno, sometimes we have friends here playing Uno. Just playing music and chilling and having some deep and unique conversation.
Okay.
And
so there's even like a therapeutic section yet.
Yes, we actually launching that very soon to have art-based intervention to promote mental health.
Okay.
You know, these days mental health is very important.
It
in
is.
Everything that we do is good to take care of your mental health. And having a society where quite recently the president declared a state of public health emergency on substance use disorder and drugs abuse. So we really trying to end, because it's proven to be very therapeutic, where you can use art to promote good mental health as well. So
that's great.
It's a space that we just encourage people to come and be yourself, be vulnerable, and express yourself holistically, and be really intentional. It's an intentional community where we like skipping that routine of entertainment and having fun. Of like, not that those one are bad thing, maybe like those loud places.
Exactly.
But come in and meet friends. Bring your friends bring friends on date. We have our lovers corner here. We have some very unique thing that you can do here to really stress free yourself and just have fun and really de-stress after a hectic week out there. Yeah.
I was telling some of my friends recently that, you know, as an adult right now, I'm not looking to go to the club as, you know, before.
Right.
When I was in my 20s, yes.
Okay.
I'm just I want to learn new things. You understand? I want to probably go for cooking classes, art classes, you know, try new things. You understand? I don't want loud music, and this is like a perfect,
It's
you
super
know,
chill here.
environment. They don't play loud music here,
Super
just in
chill.
case. You know?
You have some very nice, cool music. And if you look on the wall, there are some testimonies. People, and you've had some of the folks who come in the space. Some people will be intimidated and say, "This is my first time actually going to paint. This is my first time." I'm like, don't be intimidated. Just express your feeling.
Oh, and by the way, their wall, you can write anything you can literally write anything you want to write. If you want to cover the whole wall.
and this is the thing, like this is one tax. Anyone who walks in here, they have this one tax to leave the space much more prettier as they made it. So if you come in our space and you leaving it the same, that means you have failed. I mean, no pressure, but you just have to leave it much more prettier as you made it as well. And we have a space where you can tell where you're from, and they say where you from. It could be your anywhere. That
what country? What county? What village?
Right? Yes. Make sure your area name is on the wall, and then also we have area that talk about for you to say hello in your language. So say hello in your language.
Yeah.
So you have Pele on the wall. You have German. Have a lot of different languages. So if you check out our space and you know that your language is not there or your local dialect is not there, come through, come and write and tell us where you're from. We have the Lovers Corner as well. That's a very interesting place.
I know a lot of them might like that.
Yeah, lovers, come through. Like this is a really cool space where you can come. And date does not have to be boring, especially if you have taken a long time to get this girl or to get this guy.
Bring her in.
Bring the person here now.
Oh, by the way, I'm always bringing Ruby here.
You see?
She's even here now.
Absolutely. She's here. So you see. So definitely come through, guys. This cool space.
All right. So, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for being on the channel.
Absolutely, bro. Keep going. It's really a pleasure to be part of this. I'm always looking forward all the time.
Exactly.
To be part of this, and really hoping that we can collaborate more and keep amplifying the art industry.
Definitely. So if you guys are interested in seeing more about Nyamee Creative Studio, comment down in the comment section, let me know, and then we will do like an in-depth review of the creative space, which is Nyamee Creative Studio. Now, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel and becoming a part of the family, because you know we're trying to grow a community over here. And if you're watching this on Facebook, click my profile and follow me for more videos like this. Until next time, peace.
You already know.